Welcome back to Tennessee on Tap. I know it's been a while since our last episode. Kenny and I moved into a new studio and it's taken some time to get settled in, but we're back and we're ready to record some content. Episode 4 is absolutely packed. We crack open some Embrace the Funk sours by our friends at Yazoo. We're joined by our producer Thomas and our guest Kyle Reese. We talk about the recent Predator game that Kenny and I went to and the experience we had being at the Happen Harry's Tap Room at Bridgestone. We touch on some Star Wars in anticipation of Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, returning to theaters on April 28th for its 40th anniversary. And finally, we talk with Kyle about what he does at Habitat for Humanity. We hope you enjoy. We're Tennessee on Tap.
Okay. Well, we have a dry hopped sour ale made by Embrace the Funk with Yazoo. I am super excited. It's called Citraluxe. I'm going to pour them.
What kind of beer is this? What do we got here?
Dry hop sour ale.
You know I like sours. Oh yeah, pour it up, bartender.
Bartender, really done it this time. Sorry.
I know our boy Kyle here is also quite the sour lover.
Yes, it seems to draw me.
I've seen you drink plenty of sours.
I am, thank you, sir.
Connoisseur of sours, if you will.
I have had a few in my time.
Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Very citrusy.
Oh yeah, super citrusy aroma on there. Oh yeah, let's talk about this can. Let's talk about this artwork. So we kind of got like a I think I'd describe it as a new school meets old school kind of a tattoo design.
Oh, yeah.
Got the heart with the open eye in the middle with the eyelashes, a flame shooting out the top of it, a couple flowers. Got a big old flame coming out of the end of it where there's a arrow going through the heart that has a halo at the top and a flame coming out the end.
Embrace the Funk has some of the best can work, I swear.
Yeah, it's really cool. Green can, multicolor green.
Do y'all know who does their artwork for their can?
I do not.
Yeah, I actually don't.
Oh, it says it on the back.
We'll figure that out. Maybe we'll figure it out when we go to the Funk Fest.
Yeah, we got some tickets to the 2023 Funk Fest in Nashville. It's going to be the 50 top breweries, meaderies in the world. There's going to be sour beers. There's going to be like saisons. There's going to be mead.
Nice.
I'm super excited. Actually, so my sister Caitlin works for Jersey Girl Brewing Company. She just came down. I know you met her, but
yeah,
I don't know if you met her. There's people from that brewery coming down for it. So
really?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find them and we can chat up. So Citraluxe, it's an oak-aged golden sour ale, dry hopped with Citra and Galaxy hops for a tart lemon and citrus, orange and peach character.
Yeah, it's definitely citrusy.
Yep.
You said it's a dry hop sour. Yeah, you definitely tastes different than a typical sour for sure.
Oh, I love it.
It almost meets like almost like a pale ale versus a sour.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
In like the profile.
Yeah, it's that sour stays forward and a little bit mid on your palate. It doesn't travel like the citrus goes all the way back. It's good.
You definitely get the hops like in the aroma. You can smell them, which is super different for a sour.
Ooh, a little bit of oak.
Wait, stop with your mouth sound, son.
I love my mouth sounds.
I like the fact that
Mouth sounds.
the back end of the beer is actually really clean.
Yeah.
Like most sours, you have a bitter / basically sour taste, all the way through, but this one cleans. It's like a clean finish.
Yeah,
you get it up front, and then in the end, it's just like.
I think that smooth finish has to do with that the oak age. A lot of oak aged beers, ciders. Not really. I mean, whiskeys you kind of get the feel of it, but the whiskey burn like takes over. When it comes to beer, you usually have that like the carbonation goes with it and all that, but that oak age just like tones it down so much.
Being that I do like sours and I've had quite a few of them.
Yeah.
It's more of a, I think I could have more than 1 or 2 versus
Maybe 7.
maybe. You never know, just depending on the night.
Your profile is kind of weird because I never know what you want to drink when I'm a beer tender for you.
Yeah.
You'll come in and you'll just be like, yeah, let me get the coffee stout, or let me get the sour, or ooh, that pink lemonade shandy sounds great. Let me get that. It's you're a fun person to beer tend for because of that. Because I never use. There's some people that I can just, if they walk in, I'm gonna automatically pour a beer for them because that's what they drink.
Right.
But I have to ask you every time because it's like, oh no, I'll be like, oh, I want to like pour the coffee stout again for you. Be like, nah, let me mix it up. I'm like, son of a bitch.
It's all about, well, I don't know. You want to call it a connoisseur of sorts or whatever.
You just like to switch it up.
I do. I mean, why not? I mean, you're only going to live one life. You might as well try them all, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're about around here. Trying all the beer.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this one specifically is that like I love sours, and you know that, but it's usually like I can only have a couple, maybe 3 before I start getting like heartburn or indigestion or something. But this one doesn't have that bite, and I feel like it wouldn't give me, like a little tummy ache.
Yeah.
So this would be more of like you could have a number of them.
God, I wish we didn't just have one 16-ounce can to share between the 4 of us.
Oh, now there's 4 of us. Hold on. Where's he at?
That's our producer behind the scenes.
Y'all know Thomas. He doesn't have a microphone.
Thomas, friend of the pod, or as we say, sticker approved.
Always sticker approved. Yeah. It's man, that's a great beer. I like it.
Yeah, it's solid, man.
I really want another one.
Well, too bad.
Why didn't you come prepared?
Look, man, I get samples. I don't. What do you want?
We don't believe in preparation around here.
I guess it's okay.
Preparation H feels good on the whole.
That's I guess that's a user's decision.
Austin Powers reference, anybody? No?
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny's shaking his head.
I haven't seen that movie in a decade.
Bro, I am fluent in that entire 3 movie.
Speaking of, why has he not come out with another one of those movies? I thought he was going to do like a James Bond
Because
theme
the
with.
Love Guru sunk his career.
Oh well.
I mean, he was in Inglourious Bastards.
Mike Myers?
Yeah, dude. He was the colonel that the British dude meets before they do the. Yeah.
I think I do remember that, and I love that movie. I love Tarantino films.
Yes, absolutely. That is a staple in my life. Quentin Tarantino films.
They're always solid.
2 hits, me hitting you and you hitting the floor. God.
Is that from the movie or just a typical Jersey saying?
That's from the character's name. I forget his actual name, but the nickname in the movie that the Nazis give him are it's Bear Jew.
Bear Jew, yeah.
Yeah, because he's the guy that he's the interrogator, the final,
right.
You're gonna talk or the Bear Jew's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's when Brad Pitt and he cracks the bat down the tunnel.
Yeah.
Clack, clack.
Hear him coming out.
Because dude tells him, he's like, I'm not giving this up to you because I'm German and who cares?
Great movie.
I already finished my sample of that.
Yep, we got another one coming up after this. So
the Citraluxe, definitely a crushable, delicious sour.
Yes.
I will say this in case our Yazoo friends do listen. Citraluxe, or are you calling it Citraluxe?
I said Lux, but I don't know anything.
It might be Lux because there's an E at the end of it.
Is there Lux is actually Latin for eternal. That's actually real.
But
I'm not making that up, but it's Lux is Latin for eternal.
I did a song in high school called Lux Arunque.
Okay.
So
why you got to one up me, man?
I'm just saying. I'm familiar with the term.
Why you got to do the boy like that?
I thought I was going to be smart.
Eternal citrus.
Oh. It's yes.
I'd like to.
Is that if they didn't mean that to be the title, then they should rename it just because you said that.
I know.
I'd like to presume, I don't know for a fact, but I'm assuming they use the Citra hops.
Yeah, it's Citra
It is
Galaxy.
Lux. Look, Luxe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but
It's eternal. Citraluxe. It's
there's
citrus
usually
eternal.
no E at the end. That's why I was like, is it Lux or is it Lux?
Luxe.
Because
What is Lux?
The term is Lux. That's how you say it.
Well, then what is that?
So I think with the E, it's Lux.
I don't know Luke or who that guy is, but it's definitely not Luke's. This is our beer. Our podcast. That guy can fuck right
Yazoo's
off.
beer.
Well, now it's nobody's beer because it's empty.
Indeed.
Sad times.
What else we got on the menu here? Yeah, that's actually a fact we haven't brought up yet. We are in our brand new studio.
Come to you live from the Dude Dungeon.
The dude.
The Dude Dungeon?
Yeah.
I like it.
It's better than a man cave. It's
Yeah.
a Dude
I
Dungeon.
like Dude Dungeon. That's
the man
good.
cave's ever played.
I mean,
It's small and it's stuffy. It's a Dude Dungeon.
I don't feel stuffy. I feel the air blowing on me right now. It's very nice.
Yeah, that's,
All right.
that's where the guests get to sit there for
The
ultimate comfort.
yes, your chair pulls out and there's a cooler underneath it.
There is, in fact, a
Okay, that's sweet.
there is, in fact, a foot stand if you would like to use it.
Is there really?
Yeah, just pull the bottom out.
You just pull that thing out. And it also is a cooler.
But there's no beer in the cooler.
Yeah,
I can't keep it cold.
that's the koozie.
But we have a
stash
fridge,
box.
so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't need a cooler.
I got excited like I was going to get something, like I won something, you know.
This isn't Oprah.
Y'all invited me. Everybody, look under their chair. Yay.
Look, everyone.
Ooh.
You
Okay,
get
we're
jack
gonna
shit.
start
You
that.
get jack shit. You get jack shit.
You get a koozie. Not a beer, but there's a cooler that it sits in.
The next
It's the
item we're
cooler
gonna
for
order are
coolers.
we're definitely gonna be doing koozies soon. So
Yeah, next merch drop. All right, what we got here, bud?
Foeder fruits, pomegranate and cranberry sour ale, a blend of sour blonde ale from our oak Foeders, packed with tart cranberries and bright juicy pomegranates, creating bold layers of fruit and funk.
You know I love funk.
Funk Jesus over here.
All right.
Give her a good old crack. Oh,
Ooh, that was juicy.
The delay.
gotta love that suspense. David's the Quentin Tarantino of cracking beers.
I like the delay in that too. That was professional as hell, man. I'll give you that one. You were waiting on it too. It's almost like you did this before.
One for the boys. Gotta let the producer have a little taste.
Absolutely.
There you go, guest.
Thank you, host.
All right, talk about this can, Kenny.
All right. The Foeder fruits. Pretty simple. Gets the point across, though. It's got the same logo as the previous beer, but that's just the Embrace the Funk logo in general. Got some little pictures of fruit here on the front, you know, let you know what's up. Embracing the funk, pomegranate, cranberry, sour. Yeah, I do like the color on it, though. A little fade from a little red to pink to purple.
Nice.
Yep. So we've had this on tap at Prince. So I've got to have this through draft rather than can. I like it. The cranberry tartness just beautiful.
Yeah, a little tartness present for sure. A little bit of that dry tongue action that you're looking for in a sour.
Yeah, those are. I mean, that's my favorite kind of sours. That's what you get.
The aroma's not super heavy. Pretty much what you get from most sours.
Yeah, usually you get like a weird, just like funk. You're just like, ugh.
It's almost, I don't know. It has like almost like a little bit of a yeasty smell in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
which is not a bad thing at all for a beer. I mean, hence, beer, but it almost has a yeasty yet it comes with like a fragrant background to it almost. Yep. It's good.
I like it.
I could continue drinking this. Absolutely.
I think you drank the majority of our keg when we had it at Prince Street.
Thank you. It's okay.
Thanks
It's
for keeping the
okay.
lights on.
I got home by Uber.
Yes, drink responsibly.
Uber is his girlfriend's name.
Oh,
No.
Love you, Mom.
love you,
shout
Mom.
out shout out to mom.
Shout out to Mom. My
Sticker.
friends call my lady Mom. I don't know why.
That's because we call you Dad.
Yeah, well,
You're the one always asking us questions about responsibility.
that's unfortunate.
He also
Life.
spanks me regularly.
That is not true. I want everybody to know that's listening. I am not involved in spanking Kenny in any way. House, on the other hand,
Which hand?
both equally.
Whichever I can reach.
Once one gets sore, you must change.
But yeah, this is definitely more of a straight up what you would expect from a sour.
Tasty. Deliciousness.
This might be my first pomegranate sour I've ever had.
Really?
Well, I mean, I've tried it before at Prince Street, but as far as having different fruited sours go,
Can we do a comparison?
what would you like to compare it to?
The two sours we just had.
Oh, okay.
I think Citraluxe or Citraluxe.
Luxe.
Luxe.
The oak age is more forward than this one. The fruit is more forward with this one.
Yes,
The
I
forward
agree.
fruits, which I think that was their goal, is to be a fruit forwarded sour.
And you definitely get that.
Yeah, totally nailed it. The other one's very hoppy.
I wouldn't say very hoppy, but compared for a sour, yeah.
Well, a dry hop.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of hop.
For a sour, it's definitely hoppy, but
Yeah.
it's not like an IPA or anything.
Right.
Like I said, closer to like a pale ale
Most-
meets a sour.
Most sours, the hoppiness in a sour, is it really there if you have a diverse sour is not necessarily always got that hop taste to it though.
Well,
See,
so
that's
for the most part, the only things you're going to really like find the hop flavor in is going to be your IPAs or your pale ales,
right.
something like that. So you're not really going to typically get that out of a sour or a lager.
I
That's-
think it's more of the complement of it.
I like that.
It goes with the whole profile of.
I like that. That's just me.
Yeah, because they're going for an orange peach character. It's delicious.
I was just excited about trying this in general because, like I've said, big sour fan. So glad we're finally doing some sours. Can't
Yeah.
wait for the Funk Fest.
Yeah, the Funk Fest is going to be a lot of fun.
So where is that again?
It's it might be at Yazoo.
It's in Nashville, but I don't know exactly where.
Oh, it hadn't been announced yet.
It's announced.
Elm Tree Drive.
Elm Tree Drive.
So that's a street.
Mr. Producer, if you can look
Isn't
up
that
the
where
address.
Freddy Krueger lives?
Yeah, if we get our producer to look up where this will be located, that would be wonderful. Do your job, Thomas.
What are you doing, dude?
Donaldson. It's east of Nashville. It's by the airport.
Oh, okay. B&A.
Nice.
Bana.
Everybody that gets off a plane can come drink.
I think they're probably already drinking on the plane.
True.
True. I know I am when I fly.
I know I'm not because I haven't been on a plane since I was a little boy.
I'm about to be on a plane to Vegas.
We got a degenerate gambler over here.
Hi.
The face says it all.
He said hi.
No, he will be on a business trip.
Yep. About 10 days.
It's all good.
It's not good. I'll be lonely.
He will be.
I mean,
lonely.
I'm sitting right here. I'm not Casper, man. You can see me.
So this is what they Everbright has it.
Fair enough.
Tickets are still available, $15 up to $85. I guess that's the range of pricing. I think it's $85 a ticket though.
Probably
Celebrate the world of funky, sour, and wild beer along with mead, saison, and lagers from over 50 of the top breweries in the world. Funk Fest continues to be a unique festival experience, providing a day of beer, food, and education like no other.
damn, dude.
That's a lot, but it sounds great.
Enjoy unlimited samples from our Embrace the Funk series alongside other world-class breweries pouring their finest offerings. No need to take out your wallet for food. Chef Jeremy Barlow will once again fill your belly all day long with a rotating selection of inspired dishes and pairings. Cheese, please. Yes, everyone's favorite cheese lady, Catherine Cotter from the Bloomy Rind returns with an amazing curated spread of cheeses and sides. Both are included in the ticket price. The education and speaker panel this year aims to elevate your knowledge and offering a few rare beers you won't find anywhere else. Hosted by John Hole of All About Beer magazine and sponsored by Northeast Barrel Company. Stay tuned for the reveal of our 3 legendary guest panel members. Your tickets include entrance to the event, tasting glass, unlimited samples, access to the education speaker area, all the cheese and chef prepared food you can enjoy, coffee and drinks from the Frothy Monkey. A fun day in a welcoming environment. This year's Funk Fest 23 bottle is available to add on during checkout. Blend of a Belgian triple and spontaneously fermented Cool Ship ale conditioned with Shiraz grapes, boysenberries, and Telecherry peppercorns.
Telekinesis.
You sound like the Micro Machine Man. You're like wearing it out over there.
I didn't even know David learned how to read.
Yeah, I didn't mess up once in that.
It's okay.
This event is for adults 21 years of age and older.
And cut.
Yep.
No, I'm excited for that. If there's 3 things I love in this world, it's glizzies, sours, and cheese.
Yeah, it comes right after we have a pub crawl.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
right
wow.
after the May the 4th pub crawl.
Prub.
Prub?
See? You have.
Are you
issues
prubbing
with
it
speech
up?
I wasn't reading. I just have issues speaking.
Prep crawl.
So
today. Star Wars themed pub crawl around Gallatin, featuring Big Trouble Brewing Company, Bless Your Heart, Philly's Gaming Grill, Prince Street Pizza and Pub, and Our Spot.
which is a bar, not just the place we hang out.
Right. It is a place we hang out.
But it's
also a bar.
So that's probably why we hang out.
Yeah.
there.
Each location has different events going on. Big Trouble's going to do Can You Shoot Better Than a Stormtrooper, which is going to be like a Nerf gun thing.
Shooting Han Solo.
Bless Your Heart. Han shot first. Bless Your Heart has Lightsaber Limbo.
Ooh.
Phillies has trivia. Star Wars trivia. Prince Street's going to do a costume contest as well as have Alexander Lane Band.
Oh, nice.
And then Our Spot will do their karaoke.
Shout out to ALB, creators of our intro/outro.
Oh, yeah.
They will be there playing, and it will be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet.
Good luck beating David and I in the costume contest.
I'm
That's
not
true.
going to be
I'd
in
like
the
to
costume contest,
I'd like
but
to see
I will be
everyone
there
could
to
win a
root y'all
beer.
on.
I'd like to see everyone try their best. Bring your best Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let's see you let those colors fly.
Yes. We're excited for it.
I will be Qui-Gon Jinn, as usual.
I will be my own force sensitive person that I've created. Name is Huda Dorax. Yeah. I have a name.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
HOUDADORAX.
Exclamation point.
That took a lot.
I had to remember.
Okay.
I haven't spelled it in a while.
Yeah, that'll be super fun.
It's going to be a lot of
It's a
fun.
great time every year.
Thank you, Yazoo, for these fine selections today.
Indeed. Thank you for the kickdowns. Delicious sours. Really can't say anything bad about them. Nothing bad to say. I mean,
Other than there were only 16 ounces and we only had one can.
yeah,
Oh.
we need 48-ounce cans.
Just give us a crowler.
Just a sponsorship, for us to
Yeah,
sit here and talk about it.
that's right. Any of those locations I just mentioned, if y'all want to help us out at all, that'd be great. Or anybody else listening that off topic, there's a guy that I listen to on like Facebook, whatever, the reels, because I don't have TikTok. He changed the words to songs, and he did "You Got a Friend in Me," but instead it's like "You Got a Felony."
Oh, that's horrible, but that's funny.
Oh, he's great. He's great. He's I don't even know the name of the guy. I'll find the video and we'll plug him in somewhere.
I love it.
This is what happens. Like
I don't know what I'm talking about, but I will find out.
No, that's what we do. Like I'll say something and be like, yeah, I think that's the right thing. And then I'll have like 4 or 5 people text me after the episode's published.
Yeah,
They're like, it's actually this. I'll just be like, shit.
Wow,
You
man.
big dumb idiot.
There's not much that Uncle Google don't know.
I know, but
That's what our producer's here for.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. What are you doing?
I gotta get a whole setup now.
you do. Get your own mic.
Stop him from saying anything stupid.
Jeez.
Anybody want to buy us another mic for Thomas? That'd be great.
We're gonna get you a shed and put in the front yard. You gotta sit out there.
Through the window.
We're gonna.
We'll put everything through the window, so then you can just have a headset on.
Are you
can
gonna
just
like
listen.
flag him like they do on the airport and say, "Come in,
No, I'm saying
you're in now"?
Throw small rocks at them
Oh, okay.
or acorns.
Or acorns.
Whatever I find on the ground.
Nice, nice. Glizzies.
Better hope not. You better.
Just throw straight glizzies.
I would never waste a glizzy like that.
Oh,
That's glizzy. That's you can't do that. I was,
sacrilege.
You got me upset now.
Sacrilege. That was my bad.
Sacrilege.
Sacrilege on the glizz.
That's right.
Sacrilege. Gliz? Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, nice.
I think we're ready for a short break.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thank
Heck
you,
yeah.
Yazoo. Delicious beers.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much for having
Delicious.
the deliciousness.
So Kenny and I went to a Preds game last night. The Preds hosted the Minnesota Wild. For whatever reason, I kept calling it the Milwaukee Wild.
You did say that a lot.
Oops. We were walking there, and some guy's like, "Oh, who are they playing?" I was like, "I'm pretty sure it's like Milwaukee." I was like,
We were Milwaukee there.
Oh,
Got him.
that's my third Preds game. It's the most games I've been to a single team.
Professional, at least.
Professional. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to 2 West Point football games. That was it.
But yeah, so we got lucky enough to get gifted tickets to the Hap and Harry's tap room, which was an incredible experience.
Oh my God, the food.
Yeah, wonderful food, wonderful drinks all night, unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite the experience. Probably the best way I've ever watched a Preds game,
Oh, for sure.
other than, making my way down to the glass when I didn't have tickets for it. But
Make my way downtown.
I was present for that.
yes, Kyle was present for that.
Yeah.
We did. We got to beat on the glass ever so softly.
I don't know if softly is the right term, but
Ever so softly.
the seats were ever so soft.
Yes, they were.
The
Lexus.
bar stools they had at the Hap and Harry's tap room, man, they were comfy.
Solid, yeah.
We need
I mean, there was the cushy Lexus seats in front of us, but we were like, we're gonna sit here at the little bar.
it was easier access to food, honestly.
Yeah, charcuterie, glizzies, wings, popcorn, you name it.
For the record, I had 2 more glizzies than Kenny did. Shake your head. Yeah.
He's not wrong. He's just an asshole.
What is your favorite glizzy topping?
Actually, it's the sweet red onion, like
Oh.
salsa sauce stuff that I
Okay.
actually have never seen down south. Well, my
Is it
grandfather,
like Wickles?
I don't know what Wickles is.
Wickles is like a relish. Is it
Wickles
like a
pickles?
relish?
It's kind of like a sweet red onion relish. Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
My grandfather had a soubrette stand in New Jersey that I used to go to when I was a kid. We'd just stay the night. Friday, we'd get up early and go sell hot dogs in the square.
Nice.
And soubrette's a dirty water dog, so they just sit in boiling water all day, and you reuse the water to season your hot dogs,
Oh,
like the
okay.
next batch. It's like one of my dreams is to open up a stand in Galveston Square and sell soubrette hot dogs. I want to call it
David's Dirty Water Dogs.
no, because that's close to like there was a hot dog place up in Jersey called Davy's Dogs. It's one of our close friends. So I don't want to do anything close to that, but like
Gals and Glizzies.
Houts, red hots.
outstanding Wangs would be great. 'Cause
Okay.
that's my disc
okay.
golf nickname is Dr. Wang.
Okay.
Yeah. I throw a chicken wing, so they just Wang.
Wang.
Yeah.
Houts Wang.
I don't think you have your PhD.
Dr. Houts.
I do have the PhD.
It's not even PhD, a doctorate.
I don't know,
I have a
man.
PhD in doctorates.
Anyway, I ate like 4 hot dogs, about 10 to 12 wings. bunch
This
of appetizers.
man went
Wow.
down
I
on the
did.
free food.
Well, I had to drive, so I was like, I'd
That's a
rather
lot.
indulge in food than alcohol.
Man, that was so much.
I had about
Sounds a lot.
I felt great.
I bet. How did you feel the next day?
This morning has been interesting.
Absolutely.
I had a wonderful morning, and I drank more than you did. Had them whiskey stingers.
Yeah.
That would be what I did was 4 ounces of Jack Daniels mixed with sour mix, and ginger ale to top it off with a lime.
I wonder how it would be with ginger beer.
Better, I'm sure. It
If
might
you-
have had ginger beer. Honestly, I didn't even look.
If you mix it with ginger beer, does that turn it into a mule?
Yeah, it
So
does.
you got a whiskey mule stinger.
The whiskey mule stinger.
Mm.
Ooh.
Is that what they called you in high school?
The mule stinger.
Shout out to our buddy Ken Jordan.
But
We have a running joke at Prince where we'll listen to each other's conversations and we'll butt in because he did it to me the one time. He's like, "Oh, is that what they called you in high school?" And like that was like comedic gold. So now we do it to each other. So every time. So
some comedic gold.
Yep.
But yeah, man, about that game.
dude, 3-2,
4-3.
4-3. They went to
Come
yeah.
overtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
So went into overtime. You had your 3v3 out there, pretty evenly matched, and then Juuso Parsonen came in with the sickest shot I've ever seen. Well, maybe not the sickest, but damn, it was pretty great. Between the legs, behind the back, right over the left top of the corner of the goal, dude. Just bar down skis, boys.
Yeah. The you could see where we were sitting, the view that we had on our Instagram. We did post about it. It was a lot of fun. It's just the hype.
Oh, David had to yell.
Oh yeah, I did. I had to
Give it a good
which hold
old.
on. I did the make sure I get this right.
Oh, come on now, sons.
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
Yeah, so we did the grab his dick and twist it chant. We had some response, which was
Yeah,
kinda nice.
it's not super easy to hear on the Instagram recording of it, but there was definitely some people yelling, "Twist that dick!"
Yeah, it was a good calm response.
The old dick twist.
Yeah. Last
Yeah.
time I did it at a Preds game, they scored immediately, so I was kind of hoping for that. I mean, they took like 20 seconds after to score, so I
It
guess
wasn't very much longer, but
I'm just
I did hear today, because we've talked about it before on the last episode, how people say the Preds have like one of the most hyped arenas in the NHL.
if this is the most hype, I don't want to go to any other stadium. or
Yeah, you
arena.
probably wouldn't want to. There was a guy I was talking to earlier who was a Bruins fan, and he was saying, yeah, like I grew up watching hockey. I lived up north, and he was like, everyone loves it. He's like, there's way more hockey fans.
Yeah.
He's like, but when it comes to being in the Pred Stadium or arena, if you will, he said it's unmatched. He's like the participation from the crowd and how everyone just goes wild. Like even when they're not just scoring a goal, everyone's just yelling and having a good time, man.
Yeah, I never went to a Devils game when I was in Jersey.
Good for
but there
you.
weren't that many like hockey fans up there that I noticed. At least in like tri-state area over there. I didn't notice that until I came down here and I was like, why is hockey such a big thing in Tennessee? I didn't know. Like I honestly didn't know. And everyone's like, dude, the Preds, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't.
Hold on. I just want to cut in for this. Just a second. I even asked the guy that Kenny was talking about. He's from up north. They said, well, the hockey fans up there, they're just so much more. They're all attending all this. And
He meant there's more fans of hockey up north, which makes sense. It's mainly like
there could be fans, but our stadium fills up here.
Oh,
it
no,
does.
yeah.
He just meant like in general, like almost everyone up there is a hockey fan compared to like, you're not going to go to Knoxville and find a bunch of like Preds fans. I mean, you will, but like not compared to
I guess
like
it's because
middle.
I'm so close to Nashville.
Yeah, not compared to like it's middle Tennessee that just rocks Preds.
Yeah.
Right.
Between here to, all the way up to like Portland, all the way down to, Franklin and below. Like, as long as you're within like 45 minutes of the stadium, you're going to find a massive amount of Preds fans.
Yeah, we were driving up there yesterday and there was a guy with a like Preds tricked out yellow Jeep.
Yeah, a little yellow
We're
Jeep
like,
Wrangler.
pretty sure that guy's going to the game, so let's follow him.
Yeah, we'll just figure out.
Nice.
We'll just
Yeah.
park where he's parking, which turned out he actually parked in the same garage as us.
Yes.
And then as we were leaving, we saw him driving as we were walking to our car, and I was like, "Hey, man!" I was like, "We followed you all the way from Hendersonville." He's like, "Nice," and just dapped him up.
Oh,
No
yeah.
need for navigation.
I will say he had a great sticker on the back of his Jeep that said, "He shoots, he scores, you suck."
Absolutely.
Yep.
God, yeah. The Preds go hard on that, man.
Yeah.
How many games have you been to?
I have been to. I actually had the privilege to go when the Preds were in the Stanley Cup playoff. That was phenomenal, epic. I don't even know how to describe just the energy.
Oh yeah.
The energy of that stadium at that time. And I've been able to go to many more, but one of the things that Nashville is we are Preds.
We
are
went-
Titans, and I mean, it is just
The game you were talking about that we were both at, where we got all the way down to the glass and we were front row, that was a preseason game, and it was hyped.
on a preseason game. I mean,
The entire stadium packed out for a preseason game that didn't matter. We
didn't
had our
matter.
backup goalie in the goal, just getting him ready.
And we won.
Yeah, and we won.
And we won,
Well,
which
that's-
was even better.
The same thing we were in last night. The Preds are out of the playoffs. The Jets,
But it was
the Jets took us out on
But you
Tuesday.
you couldn't tell. It seemed
No.
like
No.
it felt like it was a playoff game. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we're getting ready.
Yeah, it felt like it was just hype for the rest. Like, I wish we had another 2 months of Preds
Right.
hockey.
I think it was oh man, what's his name? I can't remember right now. Damn. But yeah, I saw the after video where I don't know if you've seen that on Instagram or on any of the Preds pages, how every game, once the game's over, they all go back to the locker room and they, sit down and talk, and then they award the person who they think deserved the helmet. They have it looks like a evil Knievel helmet, basically. And they're
Hell yeah.
So
I've seen videos
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
So like the game ball,
basically the game ball,
but
but
it's the game helmet.
they're just it's literally, it looks like an evil Knievel, old school motorcycle helmet. And it's yeah, you got the helmet tonight. I think they gave it to Madonna.
Did you say Madonna?
It's Mech D. It's like Dono
McDonough.
with the G in it.
McDonough.
Yeah.
Gano?
Madonna. I can't. I'm
There's a
not sure.
G?
You should probably know this.
It's like MCDO Union G.
Madago.
Madago?
He is a dog.
Oh, Rolf.
But yeah, they gave it to him last night because of how well he was just
The Preds are
keeping the puck alive while they were in overtime.
Oh, well, he said dog. I didn't mean,
Sabertooth.
I'm Wolverine.
Sabertooth.
Now I'm
Yeah.
Wolverine.
I'm Sabertooth.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway.
But yeah, Madonna got it last night because UC was the guy who presented him with it, because he was like, "Man, you really kept that puck alive out there when I was sitting there in goal and we were in overtime."
They had full control. I don't know what the timing was on both teams, but the Preds had the majority
It got
of
over.
control.
It got over to the Wild side for 30 seconds, and then after that, it stayed on our side for a good minute and a half before we scored.
It was I think going into the third, it was 23 shots for the Preds and 12 for the Wild, something like that.
I think it was 23-16.
That's still okay. I'm
For
sorry,
shots on
12,
goal.
16.
But either way, the Preds always have more shots on goal. They always do, but we miss more, I guess. I don't
hey,
know.
but if you're not shooting, you're not making them.
I mean, we have the best goalie, so
You miss every shot you don't take.
That's right.
that's Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott quote. But I'm excited to see what they do next year after the rebuild.
Yeah, we got the draft coming when?
Isn't it coming to Nashville this year?
That I guess it is.
Producer, is it?
Yeah. That's what Will was telling me about that.
The draft's coming. The NHL draft's coming to Nashville.
Well, I saw the hype about the NFL draft. I guess the NHL wanted it too.
Man, we're getting better. We're getting bigger.
That's right. Bigger and badder.
UC Saros is an absolute god. of a goalie. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, we have Derrick Henry on the Titans. We have UC for the Preds. I mean, he couldn't be a better follow-up for Pekka.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude is a monster. He's in first place in basically every stat category there is.
Oh, we showed up yesterday, and they were having like a huge block party in front of the stadium. There was like bull riding. There was like stuff you can sign up for like spinning to win free stuff.
Okay.
Pekka statue right there.
Yeah, the brand new Pekka statue, which looks immaculate.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. They had like a shootout thing where it was like field hockey, and you just.
They had a
Try
live
and hit
band
target.
out there playing. I think it started at like 5:00.
Yeah, like we had no idea. We were heading over to Layla's to grab a beer or two before the game, and we're like walking past the table, and we're like, "Whoa, what's going on?" It's like, "Oh, huge party." I thought it was going to be like huge line to get in, whatever. We got in, got to the tap room in like not even 5 minutes.
Yeah, walking in the tap room was literally, like you said, a Willy Wonka moment.
Oh yeah, the guy's just like,
We were the first two people in there, and yeah, the bouncer was just like, "Welcome to the Happen Harry's tap room."
he was the server. He was
Server,
our private
I-
server for the tap room.
He looks like a bouncer. That man was huge.
He did. He was cool.
He was huge.
Multitask.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he was an awesome dude. Richard, correct? Either way, what a solid guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were great. Everything about that. I mean, I love being in the crowd and having the awesome just experience being around people, but that tap room was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'd love to go if y'all ever want to invite me.
I'll do my best, man. We'll see what happens. Let's see if we can get Happen Harry's to do a Tennessee on tap room takeover.
That'd be awesome.
I'm ready to see the awards come out because I almost guarantee you that UC is going to win the Vezina. I mean, he's first in literally every stat possible. The dude's a brick wall. So if he doesn't win it, I'm going to be disappointed. I mean, last night was a great game. And they didn't even have the like vets out there. They didn't have any of like the typical starters. You know, Duchesne wasn't out there. Yossi's hurt, I think, currently. Even Niederreiter wasn't out there. It was like Cody Glass and Parsonen, and we traded Tolvanen. I forgot about that, but I can't remember one of the other guys that started. That's another thing I love about the Preds games is when they start, how they'll be naming off the opponents. And every starter, it could be Mike Johnson. It's like,
You suck.
Mike Johnson sucks. You know,
And the last guy is
Jim
like,
Floyd
sucks too.
sucks.
Sucks
And then and coached by sucks too. I mean, it's just wild. If you
I
haven't
love
been
it.
to a Preds game, I would just suggest it highly.
Tim McGraw doing the after
Yeah,
goal song.
every goal. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Actually, I learned quite a few things at this game, like some
I
cheers
think
and chants.
I think you might have been at the bar getting a drink when the anthem was being sung.
I know the Yossi.
The
Yeah.
UC. Oh,
UC,
say can you see?
Yeah, I was getting a drink.
Yeah, that's always funny.
Well, once you've heard it once.
Well, I always
It never gets old though.
yeah. Do you need one? Is that what you need?
I would like a beer,
Okay. Well,
Specialization.
please and thank you.
They lied to me and said I had a cooler under my seat.
you do have a cooler under the seat,
and when
but
I
there's no
opened it
beer
up-
underneath it.
Yeah, we never lied. We never said there
It
was
was-
beer under your seat.
Yeah, I know, but I was really excited for a minute until I found out just full of koozies.
Talk to potato. Talk to the potato, Kyle.
There's a potato head.
He is the guy that you need to voice
That
all your.
is interesting because I haven't seen one of those in years.
It's a Luke Skywalker potato head.
Sky Tater.
Oh,
Sky Tater,
by the way,
Luke Sky Tater.
can we talk about how Return of the Jedi is being re-released in theaters on my birthday, April 28th,
I'm excited. We're going.
as well as what's the name of the new game?
Jedi Fallen Order Survivor.
Survivor
Yeah.
is also released on that same day.
Jedi Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah, so a double Star Wars release on my birthday.
Yeah, we're hyped for it.
I am more than hyped for it. I know Qui-Gon is not in that movie, but I'm still going to go as Qui-Gon.
True.
Stop me. Try.
I just hope they don't do the
Actually,
like,
there is no try.
I hope they do like old school movie. They don't do the new graphics movie.
I saw if
Mm.
it's gonna be like when I saw Jaws, because I went to see a re-release of Jaws at the same theater in IMAX, and it still had the same pretty much like movie quality, like maybe a little better, but
Yeah,
like,
but when they redid the Star Wars ones, it like the biggest one they did was Jabba the Hutt changed, and it was just like compared to what the actual like video of it was to what his CGI was.
just look all smooth and silky.
Oh my gosh, it was no, it was just it was a bad just thing. I mean, it didn't
A bad batch.
the OG like if they kept it to what it was, instead of like just trying to redo some CGI stuff, like it would have been fine. They did do they changed the music end of it in another release, but the biggest change, like the
Anakin.
biggest change,
Anakin,
well, no,
Ghost Anakin.
they changed it to where Greedo shot first.
Oh no,
Yes,
That's-
Greedo
that
shot
is-
at Hans
yes,
first.
in the original
Hans.
release.
He's not a German
Han
soldier.
shot first.
I know. It was on VHS.
Yeah, I
Back
have
in the day. It's from like 96.
I have the
We know, Dad.
the gold edition VHS release.
I'm sorry, I'm older than
I have
y'all,
the
and I can't help that.
original
I had
3-movie release that came in the box set, and my brother gave me the gold edition.
the
yeah.
first time I watched it was on VHS. Thank
You
you,
can watch it again. It's right,
Dad.
it's in my
Sorry.
room. It's right there.
We would need to get an actual VHS.
I got you. It's in storage.
Player,
Yeah.
It's a DVD VHS.
DVD.
God, I remember that
What?
when they did like the home DVD thing. They had this home like intro thing for DVD.
DVD.
So you were holding back, Kyle. What did you want to say?
on.
The
I thought that was honestly, I didn't like the remake on Jabba.
No.
The old school
Oh,
Jabba
no.
with Princess Leia.
yeah, and then Return of the Jedi. They put in.
They just when they CGI'd it, I'm sorry, it made him look like a worm, which
mean-
he is, but it was more of a worm.
Yep.
That you would step on the street
Did it hit a little too far to home?
No, I remember the old school from you. You're not nice. I remember the old school from
Yeah.
back in the day when I grew up with it, and everybody thought, oh man, the Jedi, and it all came out, and then it was like, oh no, and now the movies are backwards, and then they started recreating everything, which is a great thing. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, I enjoy it. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna go, but old school's old school.
Yeah.
For old people.
And then in Return of
That's
the
all I can say.
Return of the Jedi, you touched on it. They changed the original actor for Darth Vader out to Hayden Christensen when he comes back as the Ghost.
Yeah, at the
Spoiler
end.
alert, unless if you haven't seen Star Wars.
While Luke's
Well,
grieving the
why
death
would
of
you
his
The
Yeah,
only
father.
not.
people that haven't seen the Star Wars are the people that were in the Star Wars.
Right.
How I
Sound
Met-
like Kyle, old
How
as
I
fuck
Met Your
over here
Mother
calling
reference.
Both Star Wars.
that was How I Met Your Mother reference.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ted.
I
The
laughed.
Star Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I like how Luke's just sitting there mourning his father's death as the Ewoks are just raving in the background.
That was a meme. I love it so much.
Just going hard as they can.
I mean, hell, they almost got deleted.
True. But think about if you were a reinforcement stormtrooper and you're going down to the moon of Endor and you're like, all right, so update us on the situation. And your officer is just like, okay, well, we have to go in here because there's rebels trying to get the satellite array and all that. And they're like, okay, well, how are they doing it if there's such a small forest? And like, so they're these native creatures that are taking out battalions of stormtroopers. And they're like, okay, so what are they armed with? Sticks and rocks.
Have you ever been to Build-A-Bear?
Have you, like, okay, so
Have you
what
ever
about
seen the history of the world?
What
Sticks
about-
and rocks?
what
ran it
about-
all.
what about their armor, right? What kind of like force are we about to fight? They wear cloth and leaves.
They wear loincloths on their heads.
And okay, what? So you're telling us we're being defeated by these native just people in trees with sticks and rocks? Yeah, I forgot to mention they're also teddy bears. What are we doing? Just like why
I
are
was gonna give it snuggle bears, but I like teddy bears. That's fine.
well, that's what that you
just got beat up by a teddy bear.
I
What's
will
up?
say that I forget what the actual phrase is, but when they capture Han, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2, and all that, or not Leia, sorry, Luke, in the net, and the net drops because R2 like cuts it. They pan to 2 Ewoks and they say this one phrase, and that phrase is actually in Filipino, and it
Really?
says, "Our net is full," and then the next Ewok says, "How beautiful." Like that's the translation of what they said.
Really?
That's tight.
Yeah.
Was that like added into?
The more you
No,
know.
that's what they spoke. Like they
They
spoke
spoke
it.
Filipino.
Yeah, the Ewoks.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was one of the things. That was on a reel that this comedian stand-up guy.
So we're getting an Ewok Build-A-Bear, right?
We can just get an Ewok.
I know where to
But
get
you
one.
can record the voice in a Build-A-Bear.
Ooh.
Good
Oh no. Yeah, I like it.
stuff, man.
Preds talk. Star Wars talk.
Yeah. Star Wars
good?
Preds talk. Hey, I mean, hey,
He
that's
said now Pred stop.
that's a crossover episode, dude. You know, Preds do Star Wars night every year, so
That's true.
That is true.
That was
we got to go.
That was the first Preds game I went to. So there's your connection.
Full regalia next year.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
we're not stopping.
Yeah, because this past year we were concerned about getting our lightsabers confiscated or helmets confiscated, but
Yeah, my Mando helmet.
lightsabers maybe. But I definitely saw someone wearing a stormtrooper helmet.
If we
so.
do it again, though,
we've already discussed this.
I
on the
have to
pod,
trim
but
the mullet back so I look like Episode 2 Obi-Wan. So I need my brown tunic.
You'll just look like
We'll just get you your own tunic.
He doesn't look very happy with you.
He's
right now.
not.
I need my tunic.
Yeah, you can have your brown tunic, and I can have my.
I'll
brown
just
tunic.
buy you a new one. I need that one now.
Just use your own.
I don't know.
Dude, use the force.
This sounds.
Use the force and take the
Use
tunic.
the force.
And take the tunic.
I'm about to force you out of
Ooh,
your
I
tunic.
figured out how to do like bad sound quality, right? Star Wars. The way that they did the Stormtrooper sound, literally, I do it at Prince Street all the time now, and I just.
We need to see some identification.
Like
That's funny,
right? So it's like you have
No, but that's
you
good.
have Obi-Wan like talking to us like that.
Do that again. Hold on.
How long have we had these drawings? We're gonna need to see some identification.
And then he says, "You don't need to see identification."
We don't need to see identification.
I wonder how much that dude got paid.
The Stormtrooper.
That said just because that
Yeah.
sounds just like it.
Yeah, it's
Like if you'd have done that on a phone somewhere, you'd mess people up.
I hope.
you will leave us in peace. It's like move along, you know.
Really, I hope.
These are not the drawings you were looking for.
That's awesome.
Oh my
What?
god, dude!
It's literally I'm holding my nose
I know, but
while covering my mouth.
I really
but you have
just.
the voice.
I really hope
Yeah.
that voice actor ended up just working as a bartender afterwards. I would,
God, it'd
I
be
would say that all the
I
time.
know at Prince Street, right?
I need to see some identification.
I'm saying, no,
Oh,
I'm not working on the pub crawl.
I
But
would
I'm
hope not.
Definitely going to tell the people at Prince Street when they're checking IDs. That's what you need to say, just to keep the vibe,
Get him a voice changer if
Absolutely.
we have to.
right?
well, you worked on the last pub crawl,
I did.
and that's
No,
I-
yeah. Not the
Yeah,
not the
because
last Star Wars pub.
I had to
crawl.
run. Well, we ran around. That was fun.
Yeah. The
That
hard
was
part's
fun.
on a Thursday this year because we're doing it on May 4th.
Ooh,
You heard it first here,
But
people.
last-
may
Ask
the
out for
fourth
Friday.
be with you.
So Friday, Cinco de Mayo, or as I say, Revenge of the 5th.
Oh,
That's
you should take
does
off
that
of
just
work.
mean you have a massive hangover?
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I mean.
I know I will.
It's okay. We'll all survive.
Jedi Survivor.
Coming out now, April 28th.
All right, well,
Brought to you by EA. Let's take another break.
take another break, boys.
So y'all have been listening. We have our close friend Kyle here. He's one of our buddies we've met up at Prince Street. Big time sports ball, big time, just awesome dude to hang out with.
Lover of sours.
Yeah. He's
Thank you.
real G, as the cool kids say, I guess. So Kyle works for a company called Habitat for Humanity. I used to do a lot of donation stuff and helping a lot of people out back in Jersey for Habitat. I just donated a couple pieces of furniture to Habitat in Gallatin for process of moving, which is what's held up our podcast from doing a new episode. I moved out of my place in Cottontown and moved into a place with Kenny in Gallatin, got our studio set up and stuff. So I didn't know that Habitat actually did construction. That's one thing that I was actually kind of surprised when you said that you work for Habitat and what you do. I was like, oh, I didn't know they did like projects like that. Like I've done the Appalachian Service Project where you go down, you repair, rebuild
Absolutely
for families in the Appalachian region. So like talk to us about like what you do for Habitat, Kyle.
So basically what it is we have started Habitat for Humanity is going to be the first subdivision that Sumner County has had. I'm currently building a home right now for a lady and two of her children. I'm not going to release names because I don't do that, but they have gone through programs to be qualified. Once they're qualified, they come to us. In a sense, we build the home for them. There is a program. There is a mortgage. We do not just give away homes. There is responsibility that is required for these homes we build for these deserving families. It's to help, but it's also a teaching / improvement and also a benefit to the community.
So you guys bring in volunteers to help do the building?
Absolutely. We work with our volunteers in the community. We also have volunteers that are within our organization that want to help 24/7. We give them a call. It's a hard road. We always want to be able to accept a donation or accept help when we can.
Yeah.
We do pay. We are not out there just to have something sent to us for free. That is a misstrued thing that we have going right now with Habitat. We don't just give homes away, and we don't just accept free everything to build them. I mean, we are an organization. We do want to pay. We do want to build a home that is substantial, that is long lasting, that is something that anybody listening to this podcast right now would want to live in.
Right.
That is what we are trying to do. The stigmata of, oh, that's just a Habitat home. No, we're not that way anymore. The organization is bigger. It's better.
Mm-hmm.
We need volunteers. I mean, we want to help our community as much as we can possible without just giving away something that could detrimentally go to nothing.
Yeah, it's almost more like a responsibility type program where it's like, hey, like we're going to help you out, but you also need to, figure out what you need to do as well.
Absolutely. You have to be able to help yourself. I hate to say it like that, but generally the stances of like the old school Habitat houses, let's just do it like that. The old school Habitat houses were old shotgun homes. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them. They got the old vinyl on them, they're the little bitties, and people know they're Habitat homes.
Right.
Now that we're building this subdivision, we've got sponsors that have come in making just a world of difference to the way the home looks, how it's protected. You have a 30-year mortgage. Hey, guess what? We have Hardy on our homes, and it's 30 years guaranteed.
Yeah. You
So I mean, it's not just we're just throwing something up for you to live in, or for a family to live in, or for, you know, it's actually quality. There's quality standards within what we're doing now. I'm proud to say that because I've seen it, and it was a lot of volunteers. It was a lot of volunteers. That is a lot of volunteers building the homes from sticks. Now it's developed into something that we are trying to develop a business with volunteers, with producing a home in 2023 that is going to be acceptable and something that's going to provide to the community with what we do.
It's kind of the give a man a fish to eat for a day, teach a man a fish to eat for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
You know, like
absolutely.
You're trying to show people the right way to get things done rather than just giving them a handout.
Absolutely. And there's a program. They go through a program. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but through the program, they're taught banking.
Something you have to qualify for.
They have to qualify.
Oh, you do stuff like that too.
They have to, absolutely. They have to do banking. They have to do qualifications.
Yeah.
They get voted on by a board to be accepted.
So it's people that really want to try to better themselves.
Absolutely. It's something that's offered to anybody. You are selected, and through that process, you go through other processes. And the thing is that it's made to where the people that want it, the people that want to better, want to do, and want to be, can. And we give them that. I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. We're sitting here in this room right now. Can you go to the bank and get $100,000 loan right now? You have $20,000 to put down?
Nope.
I don't.
Nope.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. We allow that. We try to do that because not everybody can.
Right.
I mean, I live in an apartment, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have $20,000 to put down to $100,000 loan. It's a different world when it comes to having that, and then also being able to say, I've got 2 kids, I've got a family,
right? And
I don't. So I don't know how that feels, but I see that, and it's even harder for people to come and be able to qualify and be able to even get anything with that in their whole entire lives. I mean,
life's hard, especially when you said like how you have, if you have multiple children and, you know, you're like a single parent or something,
and you're working just so hard just to pay the bills.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. So what's your role in the company? Like, what do you do specifically?
So I am the construction coordinator. I build the homes for Habitat. We have a subdivision going up off of West Eastland at Pafford Place. It is going to be 9 homes. We currently have 1 home that is almost complete and have started a second one. It is very rewarding what I do, but also is very trivial because it's so hard.
I bet it's stressful.
It is. It is so hard. It's hard because it's not as easy as everybody thinks. Oh, there's a subdivision. Oh, crap. The subdivision's built. We're going to buy houses and move in. And it's not even like that.
I've done a lot of work in, you know, new places being built, especially with the way Nashville's blowing up these days, or all of Middle Tennessee, really. But yeah, it's a long process to get a house put together. And like I know you do like contracting and stuff. You got to find the right people. Like you said, you want quality work, so you got to find people that will do quality work and not just, you know, do it just for the money.
Do you get volunteers that have no experience in construction?
Absolutely.
How do you guys train them?
No, it's not a training episode on that. It's hard. Okay, so that comes back to what I was saying earlier. Having volunteers is hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I can't trust somebody that has never touched a saw
Yeah,
because you can lose a finger in 5 seconds.
but
Right.
they can help do cleanup and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, there's a role for each person. That's the same with ASP. We had ASP gives them a little insight of the tools that they might use.
Right.
Obviously, anyone can swing a hammer,
Well,
but we don't put houses up with hammers anymore. We use drills, right? So we find jobs for those kinds of people. There are people that have never touched power tools before, but the teams we made for each home that we were at, you have 2 or 3 people that are very skilled in construction, carpentry, whatever,
okay.
depending on what job you're doing. Like I've done residing of houses, I've done like decks being built, stuff like that, or like drywall, where I can do that myself and I can have like one other person with me and we know we can get that job done. But because with ASP, the family's there while you're doing it.
Right.
There might be a kid there that, they can't send to school, or there's no school, or like whatever. Well, you need someone to not really distract the kid, but be with the kid, hang out with the kid while he's not trying to get into the construction, kind of like not in the way, but you don't need a kid walking around when everyone's got power tools and stuff. So you say, okay, well, let's go walk down the street and play basketball.
Unless it's a
at the
super
park.
rad kid.
Well, we have
It's
had
a little different from what we do, but
Yeah. Well, it's
No,
because
but-
it's Appalachian. Like this is
right.
the extreme poverty area of our
Right.
country, where they're like unemployment's like 20 to 30%. Like it's pretty rough. But you need those people that are there for like the family. We've had people that like just sit with the grandma that's always sitting in a recliner all day, like knit like a quilt or something
Just
with
to
her.
hang out.
Yeah, or like
Dog.
hang out
Yeah.
with the animals, like their dogs. It's like you need someone to be with the dog the entire
Right.
time.
Oh, I will definitely
Yeah.
volunteer to hang out with the dog.
I remember
Right. That'd be my first.
the home.
that's the preference.
We went through a town in West Virginia that was devastated by a tornado.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Horrible. Everyone in town felt so blessed because they had one gas station, one pharmacy, one grocery store, like one of everything. So they didn't feel that they were gone. They still felt like they could do what they can.
They had a rebuild.
Still had their
So
necessities.
the place that we were at, the homeowner, I want to say that his job was destroyed, so he was home all the time or something, or I forget if he was retired or something. One day it was my job to be with him and help him with things around the house. He had made an old fish pond out of his old septic tank. And my job with him that day
They
was
lived.
to take the fish out and help him clean out the algae in the septic tank.
Yeah.
And like we put a 55-gallon fish tank on a piece of metal roofing that he attached to his quad that we would fill up with a sub pump, whatever, with the bad water. And then we'd go and we'd dump it down the street, and then we'd refill it and then the fish were back in it and all that. And, we'd make food at the center we were at and bring it to the family and like offer them.
This is all volunteer work you're doing.
This is all volunteer.
Which
we-
is awesome.
so,
yeah,
non, was it a non-profit?
Yeah, it's a
organization?
Appalachian Service
So,
Project. yeah.
Right.
Kyle, do you get a lot of volunteers that actually do have like skills, like they have trades that they've learned and stuff that help you out?
Honestly, now it's hard to. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a busy area for
I would
construction.
I know, and the thing is that volunteers that come in and do what they do for us are always just the best people.
Yeah.
There's
just
never
good,
a no, I
kind-hearted-
can't, or there's not a no, I don't want to learn, or there's not a complaint ever made. And
That's good, man.
that's like something that, you can't ask anything better of a human being to come volunteer for something that they don't know about, or that they're not used to, or that they do on a whim because,
Well,
it's for the better good.
And at the end of the day, it's bettering themselves as a human.
Right.
and their
It
soul
is,
and all
it's
that
not
it's
too,
even-
always
yeah.
good to put some good out there in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not even that as much, and then so it's like this. You come in to a home and you volunteer. It doesn't matter if the doorknob's a little crooked. It doesn't matter if the
Right.
paint's a little smeared.
Right.
You're there to help.
Right.
You're there to
Well-
better somebody else that you don't know. You've never met them
Right.
in your entire life,
Yeah.
and you are doing something better than yourself to help.
It's
So,
Habitat for humanity.
Right,
And
exactly.
it's-
Habitat for humanity.
You and I have talked about what you do a little bit before, but like I didn't realize how you took the volunteers like that. I'd totally be willing to come do some stuff like that. I used to do installations, so I can do doorknobs and I can do showers.
I mean, we had
whatever.
a group there today.
I'm not the best construction worker, but I can install stuff.
It doesn't matter. See, but that's the cool thing about it is it doesn't matter if you're the best. It doesn't matter if you're the worst.
Right.
You're there. And there's always a crew leader. There's always going to be, me or our volunteer coordinator, Garrett. We're always going to be there with the volunteers to help guide. We're going to have the stuff there y'all need. There's not going to be a question that hopefully we can't answer, but I will never say this. I'll never ask somebody to do something I won't do. And if you're not comfortable, then I want you to tell me.
Right.
If we're on the job site, I don't feel comfortable we will find you something else to do that you are comfortable doing.
Yeah.
I promise. There's multiple things.
There's an unlimited amount of stuff to be
There is
done.
so much stuff. There's so
Whether
much
it be
stuff.
installing something or painting or
picking up
just
trash,
cleaning, just
or
cleaning up the
seeding,
job.
or seeding and strawing the lawn, or going around the job site and making sure that X, Y, and Z is done. It's just there's always something that can be done.
The punch list.
If you do not feel comfortable, then please say it.
Anybody
and
can
most
clean
people
up.
know what job they're coming into. We let them know what they're going to do that day.
Right.
Whenever everybody you're volunteering for installing doors, or you're volunteering for installing shelves, or you're volunteering for painting, or you're volunteer for seed and straw.
I'd be happy to volunteer some time to do some, like, if you're talking about the wire shelving, I used to do that, for a living, that and installing doorknobs and shower enclosures and stuff.
I have 4 more closets and stuff that have them already cut, ready to go. And I have everything there. So if you want to come on down, bud.
Yeah, that shit takes 5 minutes.
Well, hey, I would like you to take
I used to try to set records for myself. Like how many doorknobs can I install in 30 minutes?
Yeah, no, I mean they did that today. It's great. It was great.
Yeah, I'd love to come help, man.
I love it.
It sounds like a great thing for everybody.
It's one of those things. It's very rewarding in the end to see, the homeowner shows up all the time out of the blue, and you'll be there doing something, and she'll be like, "Hey, Kyle, what's going on?"
Hey,
and I'm like, "Hey," and we talk.
It's almost like that. What was that show called where they would like rebuild houses for people? Or
Home
whatever?
Improvement.
Yeah, it's almost like the
Extreme Home Edition.
Yeah, like
Home
Home
Improvement, like Tim Allen or something.
He got arrested.
That's funny.
He got arrested.
Oh no!
Oh, that was a long time ago. But
yeah.
Anyway, no, yeah,
Well,
it's like that extreme. It's like that, but it's like that extreme home makeover moment where they're like, "Oh wow, I get to see my, get to see my place put together finally." Like,
I would honestly, just from me being me, I would honestly just come and volunteer one time. It don't matter if you know what you do, if you don't know what you do, and if you need to be told what you do, you can come and volunteer and do it one time in your life just to say you did it.
Yeah.
But just see a different side of things of where we're going with it, where it is now compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not
a lot of growth.
It is. It's so much growth. It's so much better. The program has gotten better over the years. It's doing justice,
Dude, like I know you're saying like it can be a very stressful job, but I'm sure it's so rewarding at the same time.
It is. It's both. I mean, any job can be stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to feel that reward of any job you do if you didn't like have to struggle a little bit to do it. Nothing awesome comes easy.
That's right. And you're right. And that's exactly, I love that. Thank you, Kenny. That's awesomely said, man.
So
Nothing comes easy.
Nothing good comes easy.
That's right. You're right, and that's awesome.
Unless
Yeah.
you get free tickets to the Happen Harry's tap room.
No, that was from the last segment.
so how does one volunteer? Where do you go to get connected?
Okay.
If someone was to volunteer.
So website, you can go to our website, Sumner County Habitat, Sumner County. We do the whole county. You can go on there. It's very easy. You click on volunteers. You click on volunteering. It's not hard. You just follow the little footprints. You'll get in hold with Garrett, which is our volunteer coordinator. Super cool dude. He can guide you from there. You can either choose to volunteer at the Reese store, which is here in town in Gallatin, or you can try to volunteer with our builds that we're doing currently.
This is like a nationwide thing, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you were like, if you're listening from a different state, you could easily just go to like habitatforhumanity.com, probably.
Well, it's Habitat International.
Okay.
Is what it is. Habitat International is all over the United States, and
just find your location.
And
if you're
it
not
is
located
actually
here.
in all countries outside
okay.
Europe, Africa. Habitat International is everywhere. And if you go to that, you can actually see where Habitat actually is in the world.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're everywhere. No, people don't realize Habitat's just not here in the United States, y'all. Habitat does things all over the world.
See, I thought it was just here, honestly.
No. Habitat International is our main base. We are Habitat of Sumner County.
Okay.
There's habitats in various states, various counties. We are considered an affiliate. So we go by affiliate, but Habitat International is huge. It's so big. One of our late presidents, well, he's not dead yet.
He's just late to the party.
He's just late to the party. No, he was, can't think of it right now. I'm trying to think.
Abraham Lincoln.
Who?
It's
Carter?
It's Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter. There you go.
Yeah, he's not dead yet.
Yeah, he's not dead yet. He's almost there. He's like 98.
That'll be the
You
next.
probably want to erase that from this podcast. But
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter, I think, was pretty much the biggest starter influence on Habitat for Humanity.
Really?
There
Nice.
was. Our background goes back all the way to Georgia to a family back in the day that was on a farm that produced a bunch of stuff. They had the problem with black and white.
Gotcha.
Segregation.
Yes. They hired both.
Mhm.
It's hard to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's
going to be hard to talk about. I don't know how to do it right, but no, for real though. But they made a statement by saying that there is no black and white. There is nothing that can be other than human, and that's what Habitat is built on.
It's for humanity.
That's what they made, and they started it in Georgia, and that's how Habitat became from a farm.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I mean, it came from a farm. That's exactly where Habitat came from.
I think you said it perfect, bud.
Yeah, I don't know. There's details, but I'm not going to get into it. So
right, there's finer history of it.
Right,
and all that.
there's more.
It's probably on
history to it.
Habitat online and all that. So.
Right, you can always find it somewhere. But yeah, it's just like one of those things. You just kind of you want to say so much, but you can't.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you taking your time and coming on the podcast.
Yeah,
bud.
no, thank y'all for having me. This has been an epic experience with Tennessee on Tap. Letting me come in here and talk about stuff I don't know, and then talk about Habitat, which I work for. So that's awesome.
I just
Thank y'all.
I just hope people that are listening will try to get involved, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm sure
absolutely.
You can use all the volunteers you can get.
Absolutely, we
And
can. And
we live in the volunteer
appreciate it.
state, so
Or wait, actually, so if there's a way to donate, how would you donate if you just wanted to like donate money?
You can actually go to the website, and there's a donation
A link?
link there. It actually has one of those little cool things you put your phone up to.
A little scam?
Yeah,
A little
you can just
QR.
take a picture of it, and it'll ask you
Ooh.
if you want to donate to Habitat.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Right on.
cool. Like
Nice.
we're in the 2023, y'all.
Nice.
The future is now.
The future is now.
Well, thanks again, Kyle.
All right, thank y'all so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
dude.
course.
Love you, buddy.
Our lovely producer Thomas did some extra research after we recorded and found LUX, Lux means illumination, and LUXE means luxury. There's your fact check at the end of the episode.
That about sums up episode 4 of Tennessee on Tap. Before we go, we wanted to say a few thanks to our friends. First off, Miss Lisa from Yazoo for giving us these awesome brews to try.
And a big shout out to our buddy Kyle Reese for coming on and talking about Habitat for Humanity.
And jokes aside, our buddy Thomas has been here since day one. So thank you, Mr. Sit-In Producer.
And if you'd like to find us, follow us on Instagram at Tennessee on Tap.
Or if you want to be a part of this show or show some support and help us grab some new equipment, you can always send us an email at tnontap@gmail.com. Remember, folks, life's too short for bad beer, so crack open a cold one with us. We're Tennessee on Tap. This thing.